If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisehgal.com to see the full video on the topic. In today's episode, we are exploring Warren Buffett's 1991 letter to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders. A letter that captures the Oracle of Omaha at a fascinating inflection point, grappling with the challenges of size while delivering profound insights about business evolution. The challenge of scale. The insight out here being that as the investment capital grows, the universe of opportunities that can meaningfully impact performance constantly shrinks, making exceptional returns increasingly difficult to achieve. Buffett's perspective out here. Warren Buffett explains with mathematical precision. When we were working with a capital of 20 million, an idea or a business producing 1 million of profit added 5 percentage points to our return for the year. Now we need 370 million idea, one contributing over 550 million of pre-tax profit to achieve the same result. And there are many more ways to make 1 million than to make 370 million. Why does it matter? This honest assessment shows how successful investors must constantly adapt their strategies. What works with small amounts of capital becomes impossible at a large scale. Franchises versus businesses. The insight out here being that true economic franchises can price aggressively and tolerate mismanagement, while ordinary businesses require perfect execution and favorable conditions to generate superior returns. Buffett's perspective out here. Warren Buffett defines an economic franchise as arising from a product or service that is needed or desired. Secondly, it is thought of by the customers to have no close substitute. Thirdly, is not subject to price regulation. He contrasts this with ordinary businesses. A business earns exceptional profits only when it is a low-cost operator or if the supply of its product or service is tight. Why does it matter? This distinction helps investors identify companies that can compound wealth through pricing power rather than operational efficiency alone. This brings us to the See's Candy success formula. The insight out here being that businesses with untapped pricing power can generate extraordinary returns or invested capital while funding expansion into new opportunities. Warren Buffett's perspective out here. Buffett celebrates See's 20-year track record. He says that the company now operates comfortably with only 25 million of net worth, which means that our beginning base of 7 million has to be supplemented with only 18 million of reinvested earnings. The media economics deterioration. The insight out here being that even strong franchises can lose their economic moats when technology and competition fundamentally alter industry dynamics. Buffett's perspective. Warren Buffett explains this transformation. Until recently, media properties possessed 3 characteristics of a franchise and consequently could both price aggressively and be managed loosely. Now, however, the consumers looking for information and entertainment enjoying greatly broadened choices. The result is that the competition has intensified, markets have fragmented, and the media industry has lost some of its franchise strength. Why does it matter? This shows that no competitive advantage is permanent. Even the strongest franchises must be monitored for erosion of their protective modes, especially when technology creates new competitive threats. Concentration versus diversification. The insight out here being that for knowledgeable investors, concentration in high conviction ideas produces better long-term results than broad diversification across mediocre opportunities. Buffett's perspective out here. Buffett quotes John Keynes and says that as time goes on, I get more and more convinced that the right method in investment is to put fairly large sums into enterprises which one thinks one knows something about and in the management of which one thoroughly believes. He continues and says that it is a mistake to think that one limits one's risks by spreading too much between enterprises about which one knows little and has no reason for special confidence. Why does this matter? This philosophy separates serious investors from index hoppers. When you find exceptional businesses at reasonable prices, the biggest risk is in concentration. It is not buying enough. And this brings us to the Charlie Munger corner. Charlie's influence permeates this letter through the emphasis on learning from mistakes and adapting to changing business conditions. Buffett notes that their shared approach of finding superstars rather than trying to get great results by buying and selling portions of far from great businesses. The spotlight quote for this episode. We continually research for large businesses with understandable, enduring, and mouth-watering economics that are run by able and shareholder-oriented managements. Charlie and I are simply not smart enough, considering the large sums we work with, to get great results by adroitly buying and selling portions of far from great businesses. This quote captures Buffett's evolved investment philosophy: quality over activity, concentration over diversification. Most importantly, this letter reinforces that successful investing isn't about being right all the time. It's about learning from mistakes, finding exceptional businesses, and having the courage to concentrate in your highest conviction ideas when opportunity arises. We hope that you've enjoyed the preview edition of this topic. If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to PallaviSehgal.com to see the full video on the topic.